Hello, welcome to your weekly Soulprint Pick Your Crystal reading. This is for August 18th through the 24th. All right, so pretty basic. This one, literally, we're just going to call it green. I love this one. It's like brown, sort of tan spots, or almost pinky brown spots on a blue background, so we're calling it spotted. And of course, some rose quartz, we're calling that pink. Take a moment and see which crystal or crystals are, your attention is being drawn to. And let's get started, shall we? All right, here we go. So, starting off with the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Magician. All right. So, fives are very often about sort of change. Change is happening. So let's look at these one at a time. So the Five of Swords can be about hidden agendas or unfair dealings, feeling like you somehow were not treated fairly. The Five of Pentacles is about kind of a temporary hardship or feeling lost or feeling like you have been, sort of excluded or out in the cold. The Five of Cups is about sort of being disappointed, let down. Maybe you have some regrets. Maybe there's a sense, again, of betrayal. But then you end with the Magician. So this is the thing about the fives, right? They tend to denote some sort of a change, and a change coming as a result of difficult times. So, what is this talking about? I have to say, it feels to me as if, by and large, this really is about wanting to start something, move forward on something, create something, adjust something. And you just couldn't make it happen. It like didn't matter what you said or how you, whatever affirmations you did, it just wasn't coming together. You couldn't get the support you wanted, you couldn't get the financing, you couldn't get the clearance, right? And so, perhaps business licenses or some sort of a go ahead. Maybe you were having trouble getting in supplies, and it's putting you kind of in a place where you're like I just don't even know if this is worth the aggravation. Now, this could also be about something personal. For example, maybe you are trying to get some legal documents in order, and there is a concern about how um, assets are going to be distributed or how um, financing or funding is going to be available for what you want to accomplish. The Five of Cups, it's like this. It's like, even if things are rough and even if things have been difficult, you have to remember that ultimately you have the magic to allow you to be able to move this forward if that's ultimately what you decide you want to do. I often say that sometimes rejection is protection. And sometimes if we're pushing, and we can't get it to come together, it's time to take a step back and look at it through a clearer lens and see if there's something that we've missed or something that needs to be adjusted. And that's what this energy feels like. And the Magician is literally about, bringing the magic forward, but it's also reminding you you have all the tools that you require in your toolbox. You have everything you need, but it's like you have everything you need to make the right decision. So that's where we're at. This is clearly a time of change or shifting energy. And if you're feeling a little down and feeling like you can't, you just can't push forward, remember that the magician has come to remind you that you have the tools you need. It's just a matter of being very clear about what you need and double checking if what you need today is the same thing you needed 6 months ago when you sort of came up with this idea or whenever it was. All right. And bought it. What this one got for us? Okay, the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups. All right. So the Two of Pentacles, oh, sorry, it's not the two, it's a page. Sorry, Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles talks generally about good news coming your way. And the Eight of Pentacles tends to be about hard, focused, consistent work. The Queen of Wands is sort of that a warm, very cheerful energy. It's a very busy energy. It's a very organized energy. And the Nine of Cups, of course, is that wish card, right? It's emotional fulfillment. It is fulfillment in all areas. So let's take a look at this. Your hard work, your focus, your determination to continue to move forward and do so in a way that is productive, that is organized, that is cheerful, where you don't give up kind of hope or focus. That's bringing this good news to you. So your hard work and your attention to detail, etc., is going to pay off for you. You have the Nine of Cups here. So let's talk about the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a wish card, and it's about the message of the Nine of Cups, even though it is absolutely a wish card. But the Nine of Cups reminds you to not start diminishing your wishes or your dreams before you have even finished formulating them, for fear that you are asking for too much, or you don't deserve it, or you can't figure out how it's going to come. Wishes are answered with their own energy, and honestly, wishes almost come the way we think they're going to. And so sometimes it's a very good idea to simply step back and let the magic sort of unfold. Okay. But this is letting you know that you've been working hard and ultimately things are going to work out the way you hope and want them to. And when you get to that place where you can see it all coming together, don't shortchange yourself. Make it the very, very best wish you can. Now, again, everything you ask for, not going to happen. But as I always say, you get more when you ask for something than when you ask for nothing. Alrighty. And let's look at the pink quartz. Justice. Temperance. King of Wands and the Two of Wands. Alrighty, so the Two of Wands talks about sort of an initial accomplishment. Sometimes it's about a partnership, but it's about sort of looking forward to see what the next step is. I know you think I'm reading this backwards, but I'm not. Um, the King of Wands is very often entrepreneurial, it's dynamic. There can be sudden shifts and changes. it is someone who um, has a lot of vibrancy and a lot of energy. It does not necessarily break down into male or female. We have justice and temperance here. So, justice is about things coming together in a way that is just, that is fair. And temperance is about sort of balance, right? It's about, everything in moderation, right? And so, what this is talking about, it feels actually, I have to say, it feels like something that was stuck. Whether it was something you wanted to go ahead with, whether, it's a move, it's a new project, it's a business relationship, whatever it is, it feels as if for whatever reason you were waiting for something to be decided or determined or to come into balance. And now that it has, you feel like you can move ahead with greater focus, greater concentration and energy. And you've done the initial, whatever the initial is, and now it's time to continue to move forward. So, as an example, let's say perhaps you are looking to move, right? You have decided it's time to move from your residence. All right. So, Justice and the Temperance card are talking about the process that you go through in terms of, paperwork, documentation, putting your property up for sale, looking at other properties that are for sale. It's about keeping your expectations balanced. Don't underestimate, but don't overestimate. There's going to be a lot of fiery energy around this. Let's not forget, wands are about action and initiative and inspiration. And so, and communication. And so this feels like now that these two cards have settled into place, it's going to be much easier for you to kind of pick up steam and continue to move things forward. And because of the Two of Wands, again, if I go back to sort of the moving scenario, so this would be getting your property, for example, ready to sell. Um, going through, purging, packing up some boxes of the stuff you don't need, but you want to keep. It could also be about making those first steps. Perhaps you have gone through this process and now you have chosen the property, and this is about, okay, so I bought it. Now what needs to be done? Does it need to get painted? Do the floors need to be run? Should I, replace the carpet before I move in? It's that kind of thought process and energy. So this is actually really, really nice energy because it just talks about things sort of moving forward in a way where you have the energy and the focus to get it done. You're clear headed. You're not running willy nilly all over the place. You're thinking carefully. And if you have not already been through the process where there's justice and balancing, documentation, legal affairs, etc., you will be soon. Okay, so that is the readings for August 18th through the 24th. Thank you very, very much for being here. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye bye for now.